Happy Sunday! How was the ladies' night out, Canadian cookie? Have a good time. Yay!
Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing. Even if I'm stepping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Thinking I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
The last day of spring break. Oh, you saw. Thank you, Miss Holly. Oh, God. Hope you are well, dear.
Party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights.
Cindy Taylor.
Thinking I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
My God. Mary. The Iron of Rose. Maria. Richie. YouTuber. Baby Kisses. Leslie, always keeping it real. Love your photo. Lori. Grace. Denise. Bobber. Zipper. Norma.
I'm on a last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now.
No, love wins. I'm sorry, baby. Peggy, Mama. Congratulations, Black Sky. Thank you, Melissa. Risa. I don't think so.
let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be?
Yes.
You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be?
Love you, darling.
You'll have a
Thank you
good
for
time
mine.
wherever you're with me.
Who's ready to ride the Pearl Wave?
Big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you see.
We got you, Jill.
Got pearls and a laughter too.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, love.
In this place we keep it real.
Great.
Classy vibes and joyful zeal.
Yeah.
Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Heaven's here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong.
Southern Grammy, 1 month. Oh, God. Thank you, love. Let's go. Let's go. Always iron it, always. Yeah, congratulations.
you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the light. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread
What happened?
the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Oh no.
The pearls were bound together through the
Oh, you're
storm
very
and
cute, Heather.
darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live.
That's me.
With the best fans by my side.
That's
We're
you.
a family, we hold strong.
That's us.
Together we can right the wrong. We clutch
Here
them
we go.
pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community.
Oh. Good touch.
Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the
You a
world
snack.
just popping. With each view and every share,
And a
we send
beverage.
hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls
you, my
around
dear.
the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars.
There's
Searching
Queen.
wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one
Same
in this
here,
community. In the night or in the
Nasty.
day, girls will light and lead the way. Justin's heart and your support. Together we will hold the fort.
There's our hindsight. Allie, Alyssa, Magic Star, Star Lambert, Rhonda,
Daily
too.
grind, but we're not stopping.
Mary.
Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Okay. Like, not as bad as 4, right? That means treatable.
Together with the truth you see.
Gotta find the silver lining somehow.
And our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like
There's
and share the
Carmelita.
vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride.
Joanne.
Comment here and spread the cheer. Members
Michelle,
the truth so clear.
Alinda, Random on the Dime, Cecilia, Mama Rita, oh you God. How you doing? Hello, 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 my beautiful pearls. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world. And you chose to be right here. And your time is very valuable. And I do appreciate you spending time with me. Today is March 30th, the last day of March, right? March 30th, 2025. It is currently 4:38 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Happy Sunday, my beautiful pearls. Hope you all are well. Tomorrow's the last. There's 31 days. There is 31 days. I just checked. Yes, tomorrow's the last day of March, and we are in April. That means spring. Has spring actually started yet? I don't think so. Maybe it has. I don't know. But either way, we're close. We're close. It is a rainy day here, but we find the silver lining wherever we're at. I was really planning to go live last night again. However, I was cleaning a little bit and I heard what I thought I heard. Someone was in the shower and, I'm walking through the house and nobody's in the shower. And so I go check where I hear water running from. And I start to go upstairs and there is water coming through the ceiling. And I go to the upstairs bathroom and a pipe, well, it's the bidet broke. The bidet broke. So there was about, I don't know, 2 inches of water in my bathroom. And so I had to quickly turn the water off. And I get like out the suction thingy and start doing all of that. And I look like Cinderella with sweat dripping down my face by the time it's over. And yeah, I'm gonna have to probably call the insurance company and have all that fixed tomorrow. So it's just one thing after another, and I was like, damn, I was wanting to go live, but that's the reason I did not go live last night. It I think I got about probably 6 gallons of water sucked up. I did daily. I did take pictures. Yeah. I've got a whole kitchen coming. Woohoo, Kiki. That's good. Is Tony in here? Hello, Tony, if you are. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much. Holly, thank you so much for gifting 5 Pearl members. Really do appreciate that, dear. Hope you and your husband are well. Really, really do appreciate you, my dear. 1 second, y'all. Really do appreciate that, my dear. Thank you so very much. Bo, bonjour, hello, how are you? 8 months coming in clutch for your dog. Thank you, Miss Bo. Really do appreciate you, my dear. So good to see you. And Rishi, 9 months. Relaxing Sunday with Justin and Pearls. Love the peaceful vibe in here. Thank you so much, Trishi, and thank you for being a part of that and a valuable part of the community as well. Hey, Peter. For 4 months, Miss Show Poodles. Prayers, peace, and strength for Sebastian and Seth Rogers. Amen and amen. Thank you so much, Show Poodles, for your continued support and love. Good to see you, my friend. Southern Grammar. Hello. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much for your first month. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Hope you are well. Good to see you, love. Oh my goodness, Dawson. That is incredible. Thank you so much, my love. Really do appreciate you. You are so good to me, Miss Dawson. I love you to pieces. Hey, my sweet Justin and beautiful Pearls. Thank you so much, Dawson. I really, really do appreciate you. Hope you are well, my dear. Happy spring to you as well. Maria, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Thank you so much, Miss Maria. Good to see you all. So last night, Seth did go live, and we might review some of that in a little bit. We're over a year in the Sebastian Rogers case. There's not been a whole lot of anything other than, unfortunately, a bunch of people doing drama related that has really nothing to do with Sebastian and everything about their own egos and how they feel that other people should feel or react, in one way or another. However, Seth and Tony were live last night. They did an amazing job. Um, One thing that I was thinking about is I'm calling it the five campaign, and I think it can be an amazing thing that we can do not only for Sebastian, but for all missing kids and adults when we cover the case. I call it the five campaign. And what that is, if you, and I mean you and I, if we send a flyer, you don't have to hand out flyers if you can't get flyers, if you can't afford flyers, if you can't, print them off at your house. What you can do is send 5 emails with Sebastian's flyer in to whoever. You just send that flyer and tell the people that you send it to send it to 5 each. And that way it continues. And I think that is a very, very effective way that people who don't watch the news or they don't really get into the missing persons, you know, genre or anything, they can still see who is missing. And so all you have to do is you can go to, let's see here, watch. Sebastian Rogers You can go to TBI, you can go to FBI, and do it like this, right? Save it. You can also attach the link to it and just say, hey, I would, I've been challenged to send this to 5 people that, I believe needs to, to make a message of some sort. Doesn't really, and just say, please don't give up on this email chain. This child needs you. Make it feel some way or another. And it cost nothing. Every single person, most of us have internet access in 2025, thankfully. Um, it costs you not a dime, and it is so effective. Now, putting out flyers is, I did it in Tennessee when I last year, or literally around this time, when I was in Tennessee. I put out, some of y'all remember, I put out a lot of flyers in the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area. It's effective, it's needed. Everything is always needed. Every little thing matters, right? But you can reach so many more people on the internet. So many more people. And so a personal email tagging 5 people, you know, tell them, send this to 5 people. Don't stop this email chain, right? If you don't send this to 5 people, you're going to get 10 years of bad luck or something. Make them send it. Follow up if you have to. Make them send this out. It's so important. We not only need to do this for Sebastian, but we need to do this for all of the missing children that is out there. Do it. It's very, very important. Um, Justin, also add flyers when you mail your bills. Email them if you pay them online, and or take on in person. Much love to thank you, Hobo. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Uh, there we can always find ways, right? These advertisers, they find ways to, pop things everywhere we go, and we just have to think like them for a moment. This is something that is so important. Uh, and this is the thing. And thank you for that, Hobo. What a great idea. Even if you leave them on the table at restaurants, that's a great way. That's a great way. Um, for me, it's not even so, I mean, it is, but if Sebastian is out there, which he is, out there somewhere, but alive or not, that's we have our opinions on that, but keeps it keeps momentum on this case. It keeps the momentum. It keeps what I call a healthy pressure on law enforcement. It keeps healthy pressure on, TBI, FBI, that we're not going to let this go. Right? Um, so let's see here. Um, Fusions, thank you so much, my love, for 11 months. Wow, we're almost on our year anniversary, Fusions. Thanks for all you do for helping these missing kids home or at least be found. So, again, thank you. Thank you so much, Fusions. And I really do appreciate you. Um, really do appreciate your support helping the cause, my dear. Thank you so much. Hope you are well, Fusions. So good to see you. Deanna, hello. You're in your first month. Hi, darling. Cute. Hi, Justin, Remy Mods, and Pearls. Hello, Deanna. Good to see you, and thank you so much for your support, my dear. Hope you are well. Gypsy, wow. How you doing? Thank you. She said, shaking them bushes. Thank you so much, Gypsy. Really do appreciate you, my friend, gifting 10 pearl necklaces. How you doing? If you received one of those, make sure you thank our beautiful friend, Miss Gypsy. Hope in the shadows. Really do appreciate you. Also, Gypsy has a channel as well. Gypsy, if you want to drop your channel, uh, that way they can sub up if they haven't subbed up to you as well. Thank you again so much, Gypsy. Really do appreciate you. Hey, Pink. Love all my Pearl family, Justin and Remy Pearl. We love you, darling. Thank you so very much. Really do appreciate you, my dear. 10-month anniversary. Thank you so much for your support. How you doing, Miss Sped? Love you so much, my dear. Thank you so much for your support. Sped Teacher is such a wonderful person. She helps special needs children and their parents, which is so important. Um, how to communicate better with each other, which is communication is everything, right? How we communicate with others is so important, especially with our everyday life, the ones we love, your wife, your husband, your children, people you work with, your boss. It's very, very important how we communicate, and we should always be brushing up a little bit better on that. Thank you again, Gypsy. It's all about intentional energy. Let's keep it going. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. So, what you can do is right here, I'm going to drop this um, link to the um, TBI Sebastian Rogers poster. Save this and send it to 5 people and tell them to send it off to 5 more people and let them know how important it is. This is not junk mail. This is not spam. This is a human being that is somewhere and has been somewhere that we don't know where he has been for the last over a year. I believe someone's absolutely does know. As you see, last night at night, again raised the reward. It is way up there. Um, I don't even know any longer, but still no one is coming forward. Now, thank you so much, Cindy Lou. Really do appreciate that. Think about this. If there is, nearly, we're talking over way over nearly a $500,000, nearly a half, 447,000, Cindy Lou said. nearly a $500,000, and nobody is coming forward. Thank you, Melissa, with one S. Um, it just tells you right there. It tells you right there that nobody is coming forward. And in my opinion, it just proves what we already know. In my opinion, I believe the FBI put out that information because they do believe that someone else knows something. And I agree with them. I don't think, in my opinion, that just KK and Edgar know more. I think that there are people outside of KK and Edgar know. And I think they have known since the beginning, in my opinion. And the reason is look at Edgar's sister. Less than 24 hours, almost 24 hours on the dot, she leaves this cryptic message saying, um, this is my nephew. He is autistic. Um, he walked out the front door last night. We have been searching for him since 6:30 since yesterday morning. And mind you, she does this at 5 something in the morning on the 27th. And she says, I'm trying to think out of the box that, how does she put it? That he might have gotten in someone's car, fell asleep. They went to work and he woke up in a different location. Dot, dot, dot. It happens. That has never been able to get out of my mind. And she said this before we ever knew that there was flashlights and a car, a 3 a.m. car. So I have never been able to get that out of my head. And her, Edgar always says, we have been cleared. Law enforcement has looked at us and any of the family. That's how he says, any of the family. That bothers me. That really bothers me. So we didn't know that there was a car at that time. What is the likelihood of something like that happening less than 24 hours? I mean, for him to find an open car in that, let's say in that neighborhood. Yes, Lakeside, exactly. Hey, Nurse Sandy, good to see you, honey. Hope you're well, darling. For him to find a vehicle anywhere in that neighborhood or surrounding, right? Fall asleep in it. First of all, they would have to have it unlocked. Now, there are people who don't keep their cars locked. Very few, I would say. I don't know about you, but my car vehicle is locked at all times. But let's say he did find this random vehicle, which there's no evidence of him leaving, first of all. You would have seen him in that neighborhood trying to open up car doors, right? You would see him going, because let's be honest, most vehicles are locked. You would have seen him going and, pulling handles or whatever. And then he would have gotten in a vehicle. Well, how do we know that whose vehicle he's going to get into? Are they retired? Do they take their kids to school every morning? Do they go to work every morning, or do they just go out a couple times a week? And then let's say someone gets in their car. Well, are they in their car alone, or are they taking their kids to school? Um, what's the likelihood of them not seeing someone in the car? Has people been in the car and the other person not know it before? Absolutely. But I don't know about you, but I would know if someone was in my car. I would know if someone's in my car. What's the likelihood, again, of there not being, one other, just the person driving, not having kids or not having a carpool or whatever? What's the likelihood of them not seeing Sebastian while they are driving, him waking up while they are driving? Um, it's so unlikely, all of those things. And yet she said this less than 24 hours at 5 something in the morning. I've got it somewhere. 5 something in the morning. Less than 24 hours after he was reported missing at it just blows my mind. Again, we not knowing that there was this car that went up Kellen, turned around, went on Stafford, parked there, got out, went to the area of Sebastian's home. Another person came out with 2 flashlights, did something around the car. We had no idea about that at this time. That just does not sit right to me at all. Um, Thank you, Kat. Good to see you, love. Hope you are well. I don't think you realize how much your peaceful approach is appreciated. You are so loved. Oh, thank you so very much, Kat. I really do appreciate that, honey. You are very, very kind. I just can't wait till this is over. I really cannot wait till this is over. This case has just been really something. I've really tried to, stay on the straight and narrow with this case, continually just speaking about Sebastian when it seems like very few people just speak about cases. You know what I mean? I can't either, Maria. Um, there's 3 cases that, I want them all solved, obviously, but, Sebastian, Summers, and Michaels is the 3. Now, I do believe Sebastian's will be solved. I know big things are coming for Michael's case shortly. So we got to gear up for that. That's going to be a showdown, I'm sure. And as far as Summer's case, we just need to pray that she is found. That way, I think that's the only way something will be done in Summer's case. Or I think we can pray as let Dawn and Candace walk their way into, stuff that they always get themselves in trouble, those 2. They seem to not be able to stay up. Really, Dawn, not so much Candace, but Dawn seems to always be in trouble. Candace has several mug shots herself. I hope the brothers talk if they feel so inclined. Yeah, Julia. And, the thing is, the oldest boy, he's, if I see you was in here, she knows their age. I can't remember. He's almost there at 18. They can get to the cameras. Me too, Bobby. Me too. Thank you, Dawson. Can you drop the link to Sebastian's updated flyer? TBI is still the old one. Absolutely. Let me do the FBI one. FBI. Here we go. We'll do it like this. Is that the one you mean? Which one are you talking about? This one? This one right here? Um, hey, girl mom. Girl mom, I was explaining we're doing what I call the 5 campaign. And if we send this flyer out to 5 people in our emails, minimum of 5, you can obviously send more, and just ask them to send it to 5 people. Whether, and this is the thing, I just thought of this. You can have, and I may do this, I'm going to find out how to do it. You can have something attached to every email you send out, right? So this could be attached to every single email that you send out, whether you're sending it to a boss, a colleague, your mom, your sister, all of that. So I need to see how to do that, how to have it automatically attached to your email. Which law you would contact me if they were investigating, they would. Uh, thank you, girl mom. Teresa did like a chain letter. Sorta, yeah, just send it to 5 people and just say, please, please, please attach this to, your emails, to send it to 5 people, or forward this to 5 people. Don't let the chain end with you, kind of thing. Um, so there's that. Email signature, I think. Okay, let me find the one Seth did. And hold on. Seth Rogers. I think he put something on. Okay, here we go. So this is the one we're talking about. I'm going to send you the link to this. You can copy and you can copy and paste it. This is the one you're talking about. And you can save this and send it to 5. All right. Okay, got you, Dawson. To 5 or more people, or have it attached to every email you send out. Copy a flyer from this link. All right. And we can do this not only for Sebastian, but I posted on Seth's page for his email. Have the experience they might need to organize a scan live again. Didn't I don't know what you mean. Oh crap. Hold on, let me drop that link again. Right there. Because I think it did two different ones. Right here. Here's the link. I'm gonna put it in. Actually, I might be able to pin it. 1 second. Probably pin it right here. Show chat. Okay. So I'm gonna pin this right there. It's on the top there. I just pinned it. Another creator has put out that T Bowersox has a daughter that worked for CPS. Um, I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. I've had a lot of people talk about that to me, and I don't know. I don't think it would have anything to do with anything, to be honest with you. Overall, also the court, or also the county commissioner shares it on social media regularly. Yes, the county commissioner does, and the county commissioner there, what's his name? Can't remember his name. Really good guy. Really good guy. He has been on Sebastian's case since day one, pretty much. Hello, Narita. Good to see you. Thank you, Sonia. It was not his daughter. That's a rumor. It was. Uh, no, Teresa. Last night, anyone could go in. You just had to be subscribed to speak. If you, again, if you want to email me or text me, um, I can know it was a family member, but not daughter. CNY recanted it. Yeah, I don't think so, in my opinion, just my opinion. But I wanted to look into it a little bit more. Appeal to people's empathy as parents and don't use the word link or chain. That's yes. Yeah. Yeah. Just, just say this is a real, you know, child, a missing person who is out there, and it's up to us and you to share it. Um, she has medical needs. Make a flyer to take to your caregiver. Yeah, anywhere. Yes, you can take it anywhere, but you can reach so many more on, sorry, on the internet. So we'll go over a little bit of Seth's live last night, partially. I do want to show you guys this. I talked about it in another case the other day. I did not know that they sold these things on TikTok. And what this is, it is a car stealth jammer, redefining your road experience. Um, it jams the traffic, it speed cameras, any of the cameras, traffic lights, illegal parking sensors, all of that. And all you have to do is be near it. No, it wasn't, Teresa. Last night it wasn't. Anybody could speak in it last night. Oh, thank you, Sherry. We love Canada. 1996 to 2997. Now, I have not really been one of those that's been I guess, hyper focused on any jammers or anything. But when I saw this, it's as easy to get off of a TikTok shop. Mm, I don't know why it would say that. I If you're not subscribed to the channel, that could have been the reason. But it wasn't for anybody could have chat. Um if Tony and Seth say they feel confident about the investigation making progress and no word from LE publicly, I would agree with you. It seems like a repeat of summer. Can only hope it's not. That's right, Mama Bear. I feel confident about Sebastian's case. I know some do, some don't. I just think it's going to take time. There was another case that was very similar. I might have, and I was looking at it. I sent myself the link earlier. It was two boys that went missing. I think here it is. Let me show you this real quick. It was two boys that went missing. And kind of reminds me, these kids went missing for years. Why experts say parental abductions need attention. Parents who are left behind face skepticism, but family abductions are more common than those committed by strangers and can be just as dangerous for kids. And this came out today, this article.
Authorities say the boy's mother kidnapped him in 2017. Fox News' Kim Luffler joins us now with more on how Colorado deputies were able to find him. Kim?
Well, the Douglas County, Colorado sheriff says deputies responding to a burglary call felt something wasn't right. They investigated further and found one of the teens with the adults at the scene was Abdul Aziz Khan, last seen here in Atlanta when he was just 7 years old. After 7 long years, Abdul Aziz Khan will soon reunite with his father.
I had the privilege of meeting with the family in my office yesterday, and what I will tell you is there wasn't a dry eye in the room.
Investigators say his mother, Rubia Khalid, didn't have custody and fled from Atlanta with Aziz in 2017.
And then when it appeared that the father was going to get full custody, that is when the mother left with the child.
On February 23rd, deputies just outside of Denver responded to a burglary call at a vacant home for sale. Deputies found 2 kids in a car as well as 2 adults inside. The adults claimed they work for a realtor, but after working for hours to verify their identities, deputies found out the woman on scene was in fact Khalid. Deputies arrested Khalid and Elliot Bourgeois. They now face several charges, including kidnapping, forgery, and identity theft.
Our deputies and our dispatchers, they knew something wasn't right. They were following their gut, and they investigated further. They just didn't take it on face value and take the easy way out and move on.
Over the last 7 years, Aziz's case has gained national attention, even being featured in the Netflix series Unsolved Mysteries. Exposure advocates say it's crucial to help find missing kids like Aziz.
And social media has been a game changer. So everybody out there in the community can get involved in the search for a missing child. They can share this information. No matter how long it takes, we know that these cases can be solved. These children can be found.
Now, both Khalid and Bourgeois are in the Douglas County Jail out in Colorado with a $1 million bond. Aziz and the other child found are in police custody. Law enforcement is working to reunite Aziz with his father.
Imagine what an emotional moment that will be after so many years of that child being missing.
Yeah. 7 long years.
Absolutely.
Kim, thanks.
Thanks, Kim.
So, Teresa, what you need to do is you just need to email me if you are serious about this. Just email me or text me. Mods will drop it, my email and my phone number, and you can do that. So moving forward here, let's talk about the, it is far, far more likely that a child to be taken from or hurt by someone they know than it is, hey, Miss Independent, good to see you, than it is for someone to take your child, much less go in your home and take the child. That child you were showing was found in Colorado, is like 15 minutes away from my home and attended school with my son. Really, Shirley, that's interesting. But KK said something on a live one time under her breath, but you could still make it out. And to me, it kind of showed what was in her heart for Seth. And she said, she was talking about something, I can't remember what it was, but she said, I wouldn't even wish that on Seth. Now, let's say, for instance, KK was, Edgar said, it's me or Sebastian. And they tried to put him in these homes. They couldn't afford the homes, any of that. And then let's say that, Edgar is working the middle. He's trying to talk to Seth. He's trying to talk to KK. And he said, we finally, kind of talked her into it. What if KK did not want Sebastian to go with Seth for, pride, hate in her heart for him, or whatever? You look at philicide in general. The number one reasons of philicide is revenge on a parent, feeling like if the child has an illness, perhaps the child would be better off, those kind of things. I don't believe, in my opinion, Sebastian is out there with anyone. I don't think, in my opinion. Now, do I know that? No, I don't know that. That's exactly right, Mary Ellen. You should never use a child to get back at your ex. But it happens, right? Hold on. Let me look here. All right. Most common reasons for filicide based on studies. Parents, often mothers, experience severe mental conditions, such as sometimes postpartum, psychosis, schizophrenia, depression, or bipolar. The delusion or belief that unaliving the child is a way of protecting them from perceived harm or suffering, sometimes influenced by auditory or visual hallucinations, uh, that they should harm the child. Let's see here. The parent believes that saving the child from a worse fate or protecting them from suffering. Common in cases of, let's see here, that they want to save the child before, sometimes they do it like a unaliving their child and then unaliving themselves, if you get what I mean. Acts committed during moments of extreme stress, anger, or frustration. For instance, your husband is going to break up with you, right? Or there's an illness in the family, and then usually the mother in philicide has this lapse in judgment, or it's an impulsive urge to do something, if you will, often tied to domestic disputes, custody battles, or moments of uncontrolled rage. Can be a reaction to the child's behavior, crying, or other triggers. Spousal revenge is one of the number one reasons. Unaliving the child as an act of punishment or revenge against the other parent often occurs during or after divorce, custody disputes, or tumultuous relationships. The child is used as a means to hurt the other parent emotionally. Neglect or abuse. Death results from ongoing abuse, neglect, or failure to provide basic needs. The death may be unintentional, resulting to physical abuse or neglect over time. I don't really think that's, in Sebastian's case. And then there's the Munchausen by proxy. I don't think that applies, in my opinion, in this case. Cultural or religious motives. Philicide resulting from beliefs or practices tried to cultural, religious, or honor-based motives, including some, the honor unalivings, where a child's actions are perceived as bringing shame to the family. Financial or economic stress. Parents feeling overwhelmed by financial burdens may commit philicide in the belief that they cannot adequately provide for the child. It can be linked to poverty, unemployment, or homelessness, jealousy, or resentment. In rare cases, a parent may harm a child due to jealousy of attention given to the child of a spouse or partner or ex. This can also include the context of blended families where resentment builds toward a child from a previous relationship. That's a big one, in my opinion. That's a big one. That is a big one. Accidental death covered as philicide. In some cases, a child's death may be the result of an accidental incident that a parent attempts to cover up. the cover up may involve staging a that they unalive themselves, or pretending the child was abducted. Key patterns. Mothers are strategically more likely to commit filicide than fathers, particularly in related to, you know, how can I put it? Resentment toward an ex, if you will. Let's see here. There is different types of filicide that we talked about. One is mental illness or psychosis. Altruistic filicide. There was a case in Pennsylvania, Lisa Snyder, in 2019. She allegedly unalived her 2 children, and she claimed it was that one unalived the other. She blamed one of the children unaliving the other child and then unaliving itself. This one is a big one in my opinion. Acute stress or impulse. Derek Chauvin and George Floyd incident 2020, Minnesota. Not a direct filicide case, but it shows how extreme stress or frustrations can result in a fatal accident. Consider using lesser known cases involving parents snapping under acute stress, particularly during heated custody disputes or economic crisis. Spousal revenge, again, another big one. Some guy in Dallas, Texas in 2001, he unalived his 2 daughters while on the phone with their mother as an act of revenge for her filing charges against him. The motive was to emotionally devastate his estranged wife. This fits a classic pattern of using children as tools to inflict pain on their partner or ex-partner. And then there's neglect or abuse. I don't think that applies in this one. Munchausen by proxy or medical abuse. I don't think that applies. Culture or religious. I don't think that applies. Financial or economical stress. I don't think that applies. Jealousy or resentment. You go to Casey Anthony in 2008. Casey Anthony was tried and acquitted of unaliving her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee. Motives, theories suggest jealousy or resentment toward Kaylee for restricting Casey's social life. And this is how resentment can potentially drive a parent to harm their child. Accidental death covered as filicide. And again, nobody has said they are, there's been people who believe that they are guilty, but this is the example it gives me. John Benet Ramsey in 1996, Boulder, Colorado. Although officially unsolved, some theories suggest her parents may have accidentally caused her death and attempted to cover it up, avoiding legal consequences or protecting a possible family member. Theories about covering up accidents can be, one of those reasons. So, hey, Warwick, good to see you, my dear. Did anyone have any deliveries that day? Kiki says. Do you like, how do you mean, Kiki? Do you mean like in the neighborhood or at their home? How do you mean? In my opinion, it was CP's feeling towards Sebastian that is behind his disappearance. Nothing to do with KK's feelings towards Seth. So, SL, I partially agree with you, right? I think, in my opinion, in this theory that we're speaking about now, which is not a fact, and nobody is saying that this actually happened, we're just theorizing. Let's say, for instance, Edgar had, Edgar could have had resentment for Sebastian because he, in Edgar's eyes and Edgar's family's eyes, wasn't the quarterback, at the, in school, and wasn't that type of child, right? He wasn't. Yeah, exactly, Ginger. And for whatever reason, I think Edgar wanted to control everything. And so it was, Sebastian was out, telling his school what was going on. And that also, it was a way that Edgar and KK lost control, in my opinion, in this theory. And that, if you will, Sebastian had the upper hand in this, right? And this could potentially, Seth knew nothing about it. So Edgar would confront KK and say, it's him or me. I can't do this anymore. He's going to school, telling him what, we could what they were allegedly doing to him, maybe as an overbearing punishment or not. And then KK, she's got her husband here. She's living better than she's ever lived in her life. And then she's got her son here, and that would make you feel sort of in the middle. You would naturally be in the middle. And after some time, them not being able to afford these very costly schools or whatever, but you not wanting him to go to his dad's house because you have resentment or hatred toward him, or you don't want him to be in, you don't want him to expose what has been going on in that house. You get what I mean? You wouldn't want Sebastian, and you wouldn't want CPS to notify what's been going on in that house whenever Seth would get Sebastian. So you feel caught. My husband doesn't want him here. I can't stand my ex-husband, and even if I could stand him, he's going to know that there's been 5 CPS cases going on. I can't let him know that. You know what I mean? So, and this is the thing. People are not thinking rationally, obviously, for, whatever reason when these things take place. Grammy says, in my opinion, KK is as bad as CP, but Sebastian appears protective of KK. And this is the thing, Grammy. This is the thing. And this is the thing. And I have seen this during foster care 11 years, that parents can be the crappiest people, like legit the crappiest of crappy people, and the children will love their mother, their father, their caregiver, whoever raised them, more than anything. And kids are very forgiving. That makes me want to cry. They're very forgiving. And, the child's love is the most purest of love. And it is very forgiving. Very, very forgiving. Right? I have seen children come out of very, very, very bad situations, and they love their mom or their dad so much, even after all of the shit that they have been put through. You know what I mean? And you're exactly right. Where are you from? I believe he should have been, right? I believe he should have been. And I think this is definitely on the state. But I feel like let's say they were going to take Sebastian out of the home. They said, this is your last straw. This is the 5th or more time that we've been here. We can't tell someone to get out of their home, but if this person doesn't leave, then they have to take the child. That's just the way it is while they are doing, I forget what it's called. I can't think right now. While they're doing their study. How would, let's say, they perhaps was going to take him out, or they thought it was going to take him out of the home. And Seth knew nothing about it. Remember, Seth came from California. They just kind of kept the same arrangement that they had in California. How would KK tell Seth Sebastian's, been taken away, or he's going to be taken away. I know you didn't know anything about this. You know what I mean? People are not thinking rationally at this point. Justin, was Sebastian known to talk to himself out loud? I don't know. I knew he was known to talk in school. Thank you, Kiki. I really do appreciate you. She says, I'm a pastor's wife and literally had CPS call and tried to place children with us from members of our church. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. You're right, Kiki. And the system is very stressed. It's underfunded. They're worked, overworked. And there is not enough families to take in these kids. And especially if you are dealing with, teenagers and stuff, because you have to be a special kind of patient because these are, these children come from some really bad situations. They've been through some of these, children by 10, 11 years old have been through than a lot of people that are 50 years old. Justin, that's why I suspected KK should have put Sebastian with someone and sent him away from the very beginning, in my opinion, her family. Love wins. I can tell you for a fact, and I can tell you this for a fact, because I know this for a fact, that KK's mother does not have Sebastian and has never had Sebastian. I know that for a fact. A fact. Tony will tell you that. Seth will tell you that. I don't think he is anywhere staying with someone. I really don't. Some children come with baggage of previous hurt and have trust. Most do, Mohawk. That's why they threaten searchers close by. I believe Sebastian is in the vicinity. Where I don't know. Yeah, and it can be Gypsy, but you just have to prepare yourself with, this is a service that you are doing for change and for the betterment of life, right? While someone is, going through a rough time. A lot of these kids, this isn't their first rodeo. You just hope that mom or dad, are struggling with something and they get the help that they need, and they can go on to be a good family with better decisions in the future. But those were, I think whatever happened to Sebastian happened on the night of, I think something happened in that time frame. And I think whatever happened to him, by the time he was, in my opinion, taken out, had already happened. And I believe now it's just, where is he? What did those responsible for this, where did they put him? Justin, if Sebastian was playing in his room, the light would have been on. Yes. Yes, it would have. Brown Eyed Girl, I don't. I hope more than anything I'm wrong. My mother-in-law was a foster parent for years. Also an emergency foster parent. Those late night calls. Yeah. It's a lot of late night calls. Thank you so much, Kiki. We tried to start a home for teens that aged out of the system, and the neighbors were against. Oh, so sad. I'm sorry, Kiki. That's really, really sad. I also believe that this is a well-planned, very premeditated. I always believe that myself. 1-800, I think more people believe like you than they do me. So you're definitely not alone in that. I don't think this was something that was planned. I think this was something that, for whatever reason, someone was aggravated, there was tension somewhere, and someone snapped. That's just my opinion, though. All right, now let's go. Let me go play this. Let me get on this. Here we go. There's a few. Hold on one second. I want to show y'all this. I love this picture of Sebastian. I'd not seen this picture. This picture. Little Sebastian. Guys, there is so many children and adults with any sort of disability or all of that is missing. It was not in Sebastian's life. Yes. I agree, Callie. I agree. Remember, there are not only are there these CPS reports, right? But there is where Sebastian spoke to his therapist and all the notes on that. And, if they're, ever brought out or anything, I think it would make your jaw drop. Stepdaddy did it. Moms are POS. Yeah. The counseling records. Yes. Just Sebastian, he was not shy in telling. And this is the thing. A lot of special needs children and adults, they don't lie. They don't normally lie. They have the purest of intentions, and they just say the honest truth. You know what I mean? It's just, you know how, like, when kids are really little, they'll say, you know, something embarrassing about someone else or something, and because they say the truth, but we as adults, we have a filter. uh so I don't see. I think Sebastian just told the
Over a
truth.
decade.
How did the interview go in general in your mind?
This is him talking about.
Well, I always think I suck on and bomb on. Would go out once he came in again. They're on his bed too, so when he comes in, he can see them.
All right, I want to know. Right, just autism is like that actually helps you tell the truth. Yes. All right, now, so America's Most Wanted came in. They recorded Sebastian's bedroom and his stuff in Seth's home. Do you guys think KK and Edgar let them in their home? What do you think? Do you think KK and Edgar let America's Most Wanted into their home? Happy birthday, Melanie. How are you? Oh, happy birthday, Melanie. Happy birthday, my dear. Happy birthday. Good to see you, darling. Holly, seems like Edgar gets an idea and won't let it go. I agree with that as well. I don't know if they did. I can find out though. I don't think so either, Burn Popcorn. I don't see them letting anybody with cameras in their home. And I know it's something, even Seth is not comfortable with, but he does it because he wants his son found. Right? He wants his son found. Now, this is, KK and I guess Edgar, they're going to be in this new upcoming as well. The end of April or the 1st of May. We're just waiting for that to drop. I don't think that Edgar and KK will be. I don't think they're going to be doing a lot of mini interviews in the future. Probably they might prove me wrong, but this is what they've done. KK did 2 interviews with the local news at the year of Sebastian's missing, and now she's doing this. So 3 interviews for KK in about close to 10 months, and 2 interviews for Edgar in 10 months.
It's just one of the things that I've done is when me and him would go out, if I had to go, like if I needed a oil, or if I was, doing an oil change on my truck, or needed windshield wiper fluid or anything like that, or going to Walmart, always went through the toy section, always looking for like Hot Wheels or anything for him to add. He's got so many Hot Wheels, and it's just like every time we find one that he didn't have, it was all right, buy it. It didn't matter if it was like Christmas or not, so
I don't know, Raymond. I really don't.
it just ends up being a lot of stuff that I can't stop doing.
Right.
That I've been doing.
Right. Thank you, Sharon. Really do appreciate that. When you have nothing to hide, you hide nothing. Death will find Sebastian. God bless everyone. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Really do appreciate that. And you're absolutely right. Seth has nothing to hide when it comes to, the disappearance of his son. And he'll do anything to find his son. Melanie, thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. Happy birthday, Miss Melanie. Todd88 says the same CPS worker twice, just brushing it off. Major red flag. Neuro, I believe so. Is there a pond near where Seth lives? I don't know. I'm sure I would say that there is a pond near probably all of us somewhere, right? But I don't know. That part I don't know. I think CP brought up dollars because they wanted him in home, but were expensive. Yes. I think they just wanted Sebastian out of their hair. Particularly, Edgar wanted that. So, and I think, KK just wanted to live her life. Remember, Seth had Sebastian when he was little the most of the time. While KK, she was in the military and out, according to her exes and neighbors, allegedly, cheating, and, partying and doing that kind of stuff, just as Edgar's ex and neighbors say the same thing. I hope AMW shows clips from the original interviews. Me too, Lisa B. Always. From what I understand, they're doing a full show on it. We'll play this
over a decade.
How did the interview go in general in your mind?
Well, I always think I suck on and bomb on interviews, but I was told that I did well. I guess when the people that are interviewing tell you did well, they've got more experience than.
Who reached out to America's Most Wanted? I believe it was. Don't hold me to this, but I believe it was At Night and them who reached out, and the producers called Seth. They also called Edgar and KK and asked them if they wanted to do the interview, and they did. From what I understand, they interviewed Seth and Edgar and KK for an extensive amount of time. Not a 15-minute interview, for a very extended period of time. All of them.
That I am. I just for over a year now, I've been doing things that I've never wanted to do. I've never been a person to want to be in front of the camera. But nobody else is, not for Sebastian's sake, so I'm going to do it. It's not one of those things that you can just say no to. I can say no when my son is home. I can be like, nope, I'm not doing that. I don't need to be on camera anymore.
Right.
But until he comes home, I got to make sure that I'm out there spreading his name, getting his picture out there. So,
You have certainly done that in spades.
was there some sarcasm in there?
No,
You sure?
I'm 100% positive.
Because there's been some times that I'm pretty sure was I'm pretty sure you're like, oh, can't fix this, can't fix this.
Well, listen, you're a grieving father. You're not a content creator. You don't get, it's kind of like having your first child. You don't get a playbook, and you have to learn as you go. And people don't or should not expect you to be
Um,
a.
Thank you, Sharon. To everyone mad about Seth's PayPal can go F off. Blessings to everyone. By the way, I shared his PayPal in his Cash App. He did not ask me. I put it in there. So, as far as the PayPal and the Cash App, I was the one that dropped that. Nobody ever asked me to do that. Let me tell you something. I make money, right, doing this. Other people who have differences of agreement makes money by, bashing, screaming, saying horrible things about each other. He goes live maybe once a month, maybe, for his child. His child. His child. If Edgar and KK want to get on here and the other side support them, they have every right to. They have every right to. So what? So what? I mean, I understand you make more money if you trash each other, and you trash Seth or whatever, but that's not going to be me. That's not going to be me. Brenda, it will air, I believe, on Fox at the end of April or the 1st of May. So he has just as right to go on here and talk about his child. Absolutely, Sharon. Absolutely. He has every right to go on. And if someone wants to donate uh, to me, to Seth, to one of the other channels that are constantly in the drama, whoever is donating to the creator, if you will, that's their business, who they want to support. It is really jealousy is what it is at the end of the day. So I dropped his Cash App. I dropped his PayPal. That was me, only me. And I'm not going to apologize about it. And that's it. I can't imagine, going up to someone and saying, "Hey, what's in your wallet or your purse? Why would you donate to whoever?" Like that is madness. Exactly, 1-800. That is madness. So, I didn't know Sharon, I didn't know that was going on. I really, really rarely ever watch anyone uh outside of our, you know, kind of group here. I really rarely watch anyone, so I didn't know anything was going on. Of course he has expenses, and yeah, it's a non-issue. It's a non-starter for me. I'm the one that dropped his PayPal. I'm the one who dropped his Cash App. Not a single person asked me to. Um, not Seth, not Tony, nobody. Period.
A public speaker or a content creator or anything other than that. Um, this platform was set up so that we could share some private things, some real information, and not having to feel like that we were playing favorites if we did or didn't share that information. And I think the reception from Sebastian's army to hearing you come on and speak and talk, I think that that speaks for itself. So you don't owe anybody anything that you haven't already given them, which is pleading for help and sharing your son's story and having a look inside of his life and childhood. And I think you've done a remarkable job of that.
Well, there's always more that can be done, which actually kind of brings to why I wanted to.
That's right. That's right, Rachel. Um, he asked for prayers. That's what he asked for.
Come live today. I know that there's people out there asking about the interview, so I figured I'd let everybody know about it.
Thank you, fine Sebastian. Thank you, my dear.
I know that addressing certain things that are going on right now in the YouTube world, you know, the only thing I ask is that we keep it above the belt, because our goal is to find Sebastian. My goal is to find Sebastian. I mean, I created Sebastian's army to help find Sebastian. That's the only goal.
Absolutely,
I mean,
Mohawk. Absolutely.
it'd be great if we could find some more children.
People creating fundraisers for saying that they're going to the vigils, people creating fundraisers for lawsuits, all of that. I have never done a fundraiser on YouTube. Ever. Ever. That's I just don't understand people. I mean, just live and let live.
Children too, but you know, being a little selfish, I did this so I could keep
Yep, I'll give you Seth's Cash App. Hold on. I'll drop it in a second. 1 second.
Sebastian's name out there and find him.
Right.
I have been going through a list of numbers, and I will be sharing them on my community page later. And if anybody would like to assist with any of the, I would really appreciate it. He's, you know, with the whole thumbnail and everything, it's like, I don't know if anybody remembers Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, but I feel that I'm now in the middle of Where in the World is Sebastian. And I know that there's a lot of people in Sebastian's army, and they're all around the world. And I'm just asking everybody to help. those pictures that will be put out there, the numbers and everything. I need help. We haven't found him. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's any questions
I
that
just
people
dropped.
would like to ask. Obviously, not to do with anything in Pennsylvania, please. Will not discuss anything about that. It is, I, don't- I don't have the effort to put towards it. All my effort is going to find Sebastian. I want everybody to know that we are still getting leads in.
Yes, he does these monthly updates generally. Again, there wasn't much to update in this live, particularly, but he does one monthly live. Was immediately whining. Oh, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Oh, thank you, Ginger. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Look at your hard work, Justin. For you on this platform, I actually do work and research because it is so easy for. It's so easy. It is so easy to come on here and be really nasty and make a lot of money. It is. Uh, but to use your brain and do research and uh, stay out of the crap for the most part, it's the hard part. Not only did one creator do an online fundraiser for legal fees, then when goal was met, she raised it when she's the one that got herself into from running her mouth. I don't know, but I really don't watch any of it. It was nice to see Seth last night, and I would love to cut up with him. He's a really funny guy. Yeah, he is, Veronica. He is, Veronica. Only the real have continuously supported Seth and kept Sebastian out there. Yeah, Katrina. I mean, for the most part, um, other than like YouTube, the more than majority, you know, thinks that something is wrong with this case, and that is, most people have Edgar and KK, side eyeing them. Justin Seth looks better. He has reached the stage of grief that should let everyone know he is coming for the evil who is involved. Yeah, it was good. Oh, was Dog in chat? I didn't see. I was literally so busy with my head down the entire time. It was just trying to, go through the messages and all that. Seth has to network 24/7 to find his son. Yes. Um, for those complaining about Seth's PayPal and Cash App and Super Sticker, let's see their money and have. Oh my God, they've made, you know, an obscene amount of money, uh, and really not doing anything, being proactive, more, not asking real questions uh, about the case, but just really arguing with each other. I want to ask him, don't you have kids to find? I seen a video of Dog. I want to ask him, don't you have kids to find? I don't know what that means. Chat was crazy. I couldn't get a word in hardly, but uh, yeah, if I'm just listening. Um, Finally, you have creators who claim court and vacancy. vacay rather, enough of bashing Seth. He has collar to him, losing weight, and sadly, the invisible footsteps carrying him when many would drop. He won't stop. No, he's not going to stop. And it's just, it's he's not going to stop. I just hope there's an arrest soon. And that way, this will at least come to a conclusion of, you know, who it's pointing the finger toward. And I can tell you it won't be Seth. I can definitely tell you it won't be Seth. Can't they arrest them on probable cause? Uh sure. Sure. But I think that they want to have everything in line, right? Like I was talking about last night. They could be this is such a high profile case. They could, they don't it would be embarrassing for police and TBI if they failed, right? So they've got to make sure it is lockstep. And they could be doing even mock juries, and I guarantee you, in my opinion at least, before there are any arrest, they will have done that. And the mock jury is the jury, it just it's a fake mini trial, if you will. And the jury will come back and give criticism, healthy criticism, to what they believe they need more of, um and all of that. So there you go, Dawson, honey, thank you. So when stories started changing and CP admitted to using a bet on Sebastian, both CP and KP should have been arrested, in my opinion. Yeah, I understand that, but I also understand law enforcement's perspective in they don't want to you don't want law enforcement to seem, if they don't have enough to charge them for Sebastian, you don't want the defense to come back later and say they've always had eyes on this person or this person. They've they want to seem fair, because law enforcement is very patient, right? They're very patient, unlike us out here. But I do believe that there will be arrest. Everyone agrees Sebastian did not run away. He was removed from the home by at least his selfish mother and possibly his sorry scum Ursh stepfather and a driver in the car waiting. Chica, I've heard that. I've heard that. The TV show Bull. Remember the mock jury of. I don't remember that. I don't remember that, Mohawk. Since watching this case, there was enough evidence to prove child abuse and neglect. I think there's I kind of talked about this in in the past. Um, CPS rarely, rarely charges for, you know, the parents. Rarely. Do they sometimes? Yes, but rarely. Now, if CPS isn't recommending charges at this time, if they are still, now, I can tell you this, and I know this fact, for a fact, that there have been CPS in people that they have interviewed. How can I say this? Around Sebastian's case. CPS has sat in while individuals were being interviewed, and they have even interviewed themselves, asked questions at these interviews. So, if that doesn't tell you, in my opinion, that they are concerned with um or weren't concerned with Sebastian's safety, then I don't know what. Why is CPS in some of these meetings where they have interviewed individuals, um never mind KP taking him around her mom. Oh God, Rachel, it's just terrible. It could be a very good learning tool for CPS. Did Henderson come before Summer? Do you mean, did Sebastian's case come before Summer Wells' case? Is that what you mean? Um, I don't know what you mean by that. But I do know that. Did cops? I don't understand what you mean, Rachel. I still don't. I'm sorry, honey. Justin, did I tell you that Sumner Realtor Awards banquet, the president brought up Sebastian and prayed for him? Really, Gina? That's really nice. That's very nice, actually. Stephen Stearns and Chris Proudfoot are both persons of interest in a missing child's case where they abused the missing child, and both say $1 million question. Hmm. Hendersonville allegedly came before Sumner. You mean to Sebastian's house when they were looking for him? If CPS involved in Sebastian's case, that will be huge, and it takes more time, but they can get caught up. So I can understand if that's the case. I don't know. Again, I don't know what they were there for, but I can 100% tell you that CPS has attended some of those meetings. I know that. And again, why? Why? Why are they there attending? Um, well, they're asking, you know, questions, I'm sure. we realize we need to realize and believe and have faith that God works on his time. That's true, Mary. That's true. Um, it's it's frustrating sometimes, though, right? Edgar called a friend, so the right connection showed up first. Um, I don't know. I don't think there's any corruption or anything. In my opinion, I do think that uh, they started out wrong. Hey, butterflies. Good to see you, honey. I think they started out wrong, but and I think they have to make up for that. If a child is missing or unavailable, law enforcement and CPS can still investigate a child abuse case using uh, witness statements, physical abuse, medical records, prior reports, digital data, etc. It's oh boy with truck. You think so, Rachel? I don't know. People think it seems the locals who have seen this seem to believe that it is a car or a SUV of some sort, a smaller SUV, smaller to mid-size SUV. Um, oh, I wanted to show y'all something. I took some pictures. I was driving down the road the other day, and I saw a couple cars lights, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting." Let me see if I can find it. It was a couple days ago. I was like, "Oh, okay, here's one." I'm gonna take. I took. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna show you guys two pictures, and let me know if you think this kind of looks like the car. Okay, and one second. Damn it. Okay, and here's the other one. I want to show you guys this. All right. I think these two look very interesting, considering, and they are both different vehicles, but they're, I think they're pretty, I mean, they're made by the same, they're different companies, but I think it's still this kind of the same company at the same time. Let me just take out their license here. And let's see here. Let me know what y'all think. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but I just thought about it. So let me go ahead and do this. All right. I'm driving, and so I see these vehicles, and I'm like, oh, wow, that kind of looks like it, or could look like it. All right. Erase that. Okay. Now let me erase this one, and then we'll be good to go. All right. Here we go. All right. First one is right here. Let me know what you think. Look at this. this is a Kia. What are your thoughts on this? This looks like a Kia Sportage, I think it says. Thank you, Ginger. Love you, honey. I really do appreciate you. And thank you, Plant Lady, for 9 your heart. Kiss from me and from Aunt Plant. Oh, thank you, Plant Lady. Really do appreciate you. I'm getting ready to do some plant videos. If I just had more hours in the day, y'all, I swear, I just wish I had more hours in the day. Now, this is a smaller SUV. This is a Kia Sportage. Now, why I find this interesting is obviously the taillights right here and then right here. Now, here's a car. This is a Hyundai. I think it's a Sonata. But again, look how they're bigger here, and it would look how it goes. Looks like it's up and down, vertical. And then there's this. What are your thoughts on this? Yeah, it's slanted, sort of. I want to know why CP's parents haven't come out to do an interview yet in support of their grandson. Well, Scotty, you know what I would like to know? She has not even asked for prayer at the prayer groups. She has not even asked for prayer for Sebastian at the prayer groups. Let me pull up that video and let's give it a go, shall we? And see if I don't know, but there's not a hell of a lot of cars that have the bar, all the way around the back like that. Oh, 1 second here. All right, let me go to Mob Crew and let's look at this. Mob Crew. Chris is a good guy. He really is. He is one of the few that really doesn't get in the drama. He cares about the case and truth, which is very important. Which is very important. All right. Here we go. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. I'm on earlier today than I normally am. Credit goes to our friend and yours from the Mob Crew. All right, let's find it. Okay. 1 second. All right. I want the one from the back. We can see it from the back. Where's that one? Here we go. I still think it's I don't know. Let's see what he says here.
People got a hold of some footage of the 3 a.m. car, and
Let's go
here
back here. Let's
been
watch
an
this.
inside job involving possibly Katie, the mother, Chris, and or others. Thanks to a YouTube creator called Silvers on the Scene, they took a drive through that neighborhood sometime in the fall of 2024. They showed what it looks like driving through that neighborhood at night. They would even take the same route as the 3 a.m. vehicle. But unknown to the residents, on the early morning of the 26th, something more sinister was likely going on. This unknown car was spotted on multiple cameras heading up Killen Ave, seen here in this recreation. One camera in particular would capture the car towards the top of Killen Ave, seen here in this screenshot, captured at exactly 2:58 a.m. The car
2:58 a.m. That is correct.
would continue up Killen Ave, after which it was spotted turning around at the dead end towards the top of Killen and Devon Court. It would then head back down towards Killen and would be spotted again on multiple cameras. The 3 a.m. car would then allegedly stop somewhere between these homes and let out one or two passengers. They would allegedly head towards the Proud Feet home through the common area near the backyard of their home. I believe the 3 a.m. car at this point.
I believe that was a here I am. I believe, in my opinion, someone was sitting out on the back patio or looking out their window or standing out in the yard. There was an Uber in that neighborhood, but you got to remember, creators have said this, and Edgar, law enforcement said there was 2 vehicles in that area from the time, you know, Sebastian allegedly went missing. And he said, well, no shit. One was mine. That was my truck. But he said it was at, 1 p.m. when he came there, which that's the most bogus shit. And if anyone believes that right there, and they're not asking Edgar to clarify that, then you just are blithely and blindly unaware and just believe him in everything. If I have a question for Seth that I don't understand, I would go to him and I would say, Seth, I need you to clarify this to me. Why aren't people asking him that? They don't look. They're not looking for who is in the neighborhood after Sebastian has been reported missing 7.5 hours at 1 o'clock. They want to know who was in that neighborhood during the hours Sebastian could have gone missing. That is such an important thing to ask Edgar. He said, well, which it doesn't even make sense the way he says it. Well, law enforcement said there was 2 that had never hit on, I don't know if it was a router or been in the neighborhood with the geo fence tracking. And he said, well, yeah, well, no shit. That's one of those is my truck. And that doesn't make sense. Again, because his truck was not new to that neighborhood. He had been home. He lives there, right? It should have, connected to his router and other people's routers in the neighborhood. So there's that.
Turned off its headlights and began to slowly turn onto Stafford, as the roads in this neighborhood are narrow, and perhaps to get a better vantage.
I'm muted. Am I muted? You can't hear me? That's what I would like to know, girl mom. That tells me that they have asked Edgar and KK some hard questions. That tells me that they have asked them hard questions. And in my opinion, probably once law enforcement wasn't buying the BS that Edgar was saying, that's when they probably asked for
point
to stop talking and went on to their attorneys
of the common area. But as they turned on to Stafford, something happened I don't think they were prepared for. A motion sensor light from this home with their surveillance camera was set off. You can see that although they had a separate light source on near the driveway, they also had a backup motion sensor with a light, and that clearly gets activated, seen here. What's interesting is in the recreation of driving through the neighborhood, the same exact thing happens just as they turn onto Stafford, seen here.
Pull on up some. Cool. And that would be the house. They just had something lined up. Keep on going. That's the house with the security cam. Okay, let's go.
I believe the car sat there with its lights off while Sebastian Rogers was possibly being moved between the common area. If we notice in this footage, we can clearly see how dark it is in this particular area. Also, there is a ditch that runs down the middle of the common area. I believe they originally planned to move him in that ditch. After sitting there for a minute or so, where the motion sensor light had now turned back off, I believe the car and the abductors changed their plan, and the car turned on its lights, seen here, and then backed up onto Kellen Ave. Somewhere between these homes. Then the abductors quickly put Sebastian into the car and took off. Shortly after, as we can see in this third clip, the motion light had been activated again, likely from when the car had backed up. Meanwhile, we can see a subject running back towards the Proudfoot home. The 3 a.m. car finally revealed. Just recently, certain people got a hold of some footage of the 3 a.m. car, and here are some screenshots of that car from the side and from the back. As you can tell, just as the rumors from many, many months ago, it was some kind of silver 4-door sedan has held up.
To me, it looks like a sedan of some sort. Definitely a sedan. Oops, let me see here if I can do it like this. There we go. It definitely looks like I think AM car ride. She's flying cameras though. By the ditch, then went into the backyard. Isn't it amazing how Edgar and KK are not interested in this? Christina, thank you, love. Good to see you. Thank you for 8 months. Wonder how many times they walked through this scene before they went through with it. Premeditated 100% in my humble opinion. Um, see, I don't think it was premeditated. But I know most of you do. I think it would have, if it was premeditated, it would have been outside of their home. Red flag number 1, this doesn't exist to them. Exactly, plant lady. Hey, Panda. Why did Edgar say, let's get our story straight to Seth? Good question. But if cops were looking for this car, would they have asked the public? Good question, girl mom. Good question. The problem is the cops don't ask for anything. You know what I mean? Like they why didn't they put this in their Amber Alert? Right? They said based upon new information, and then they issued the Amber Alert. I agree, Lakeside. Exactly, Justin. If they had planned this, it would have been done at like a state park or an amusement park or a mall. I think it would have been. So, what I really want to know is, do they have this car now? Do they have this car? Have they, in many crimes, they go and they get the car and they do forensics on it, and they will keep it until, for an indefinite amount of time. If they can link said vehicle to a crime that was taking place, I wonder if they have this car. 2-car truck, her work van he would talk on. I don't know. They almost do that to homes also. I'm pretty sure they can get the vehicle's data without taking possession of the car. They can, but but they would also want to know, what's in, if there's any physical evidence in the car. They would want to know. We're not going to know. We wasn't supposed to know about the flashlights, the 3 a.m. car, the landfill. You think so, Castle? Didn't it slip in Moscow because gas attendants saw in camera footage? In Moscow, it was a gas station attendant looking at the footage because they were looking for a specific car, and she was working that day, and she looked at the footage that night and saw that. Oldsmobile vibes to me. Now, they don't make Oldsmobiles anymore. They haven't made them in quite a while. So I don't think it's an Oldsmobile. I don't think it is the Infinity. Justin, so much I don't know what you mean, Castle. But I've kind of wondered that, have they, if they know the data off of this vehicle, have they went and took possession of this vehicle? Malibu, Chrysler, or Taurus? I think it looks, to me, it's got a unique I don't know what they're called. I can't think of it. How the wheels are placed on the vehicle, the way like wheel pattern, I don't know if that's the word, but you know how some vehicles, the wheels are placed more forward rather than back here, and this is placed, a little bit further back. So the wheels where they're at is interesting to me as well. Uh, Wheelbase, maybe that's what it is. Looks like a Hyundai Sonata, in your opinion. No, it's not tread or alignment. What did Castle say? Do you still have the helicopter flyover? Hey, share. It's so blurry. Is it topless? No, I don't think it's topless. I think this, I don't know. Wheel placement on the frame. Yes, but there's a name for it, because when I had my Land Rover, I was taking it to a car wash one day, and those bars you have to drive through, and there's these guys, they kind of wash off your car first before you go through the thing. And the way my wheels were placed on it, they said it was something in it. They said Land Rovers have a really weird wheel base. I think it's what it is, or something like that. I don't have that. If you still have it, you can text it to me at 307. We can look at it. Girl mom. It's the wheelbase. Yeah, there's like long wheelbases, and no, it's not the wheel well. It's the wheelbase. How, you know, older cars, the wheelbases, they were set very even, like in the middle. Now the wheelbases are extended. Some models are, particularly on sporty cars, um, uh, German cars, a lot of German cars, British vehicles. Girl mom, are you sending that to me? Send it to 307 if you don't mind. Check out the 2014 Chrysler 200 pick from rear. 2014 Chrysler 200. The thing about it that we have to figure out is, okay, look at this, guys. Look at this. Let me just pop me down here. What we have to conclude is it two headlights, or is this a light bar across the back? or is this just light pollution? Now, I don't think it's light pollution, in my opinion, between the middle. And the reason is because this light appears to be out, right? This light appears to be out. So I believe this is a light bar, in my opinion. And this light obviously clearly works. Thank you, girl mom. Yeah, the Sebring. I don't think it's a Sebring, in my opinion, based upon the other photos that we have. So, Castle, in your opinion, you think it's been you think that it's been impounded by now? Your opinion? That's interesting. Now, this was, I believe, a day after Sebastian went missing. And here is the neighborhood, right? Here is the neighborhood. You're going to see here is Edgar and KK's house right here. Let me make it bigger. Here's Edgar and KK's house right here. This is their house. There's not a lot of trees in the neighborhood. There, out of all of the houses in this neighborhood, they have more trees, this house right here and this area right here, than anyone else in the freaking neighborhood. And it just happens to be the one Sebastian went missing from. Yeah, voices. I think there needs to be a light bar between it, though. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Someone just sent me a picture, but I think that's. I don't think it's anything. Hold on. Let me turn this volume off. Okay. So right here is Edgar and KK's house. Right? And we've got. Oh, I need to take the mob crew off here. Right here we have KK and Edgar's house. Right? We've got Cruella and Mr. Tooth, QX80 right here. This could be KK's friend. We got Edgar's truck right here, KK's work vehicle right here, the trailer, their bike trailer right here, and then trash cans. And just mere, 48 hours or less, someone had done something with Sebastian. Jesus Coffee and True Crime. The that was the babysitter. I'm getting the other pictures of the back of the car too. The listing examples I sent for a dealership was expired. It's a light. I think it's a light. I think it's absolutely a light bar because the other side seems to have the lights not working. Right? And you can tell it had rained at some point. Right? And right here is where there was a car. Question, is there cement right here? Is that cement? What is that? Remember, CP said the van was not moved to Nancy Grace. He lied. Right here on the side of the, is this cement? Is that what that is? Yes, Dodge Charger does as well. Justin, I emailed the dealership link for a car sold just like it has expired, but that exact model has. Send, what kind of car are you talking about? Bliss. I didn't see you. I don't think it's just dirt. I don't know, but they are certainly, whoever it is certainly walking up tiles, water tiles. I don't know. No, I think it was walkable. Drove up, came back down, went over here, got out, backed up. So that vehicle's was going to be probably somewhere right here, I would say, in my opinion. There's a drainage. Right? Trying to see if there's any vehicles like it. Here's a red car leaving the neighborhood. There's not a lot of cars in this neighborhood. That's, because this is the thing. And this is a very, very important thing that does not get spoken about enough. Is, remember, this neighborhood is a middle to upper class neighborhood. These homes start at, six, 700,000, and that's in Tennessee, right? If this was in, California or something, it would be even way more. But this neighborhood doesn't go to anywhere, meaning you don't go through this neighborhood to get to a place. You don't go through this neighborhood to get from point A to point B. You are going in this neighborhood for a specific reason. One way in, there's only one way into that subdivision, same way out of it. Yes. It's a cul-de-sac. So if you are going in this neighborhood, you are going in this neighborhood because you live there, you are visiting, or you are delivering something. Right? Um 1 second, y'all. 1 second, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So if you are, you know, in this neighborhood, you are in there for a reason. Nobody visits at 3 a.m. Nobody delivers anything at 3 a.m. Unlike now, some people are saying it's a mail delivery on delivering the Monday morning paper was some guy and his girlfriend, and then it was I don't know what the hell else they said, some construction worker or something, some other BS. What if KP drives around looking for Sebastian? Was her allegedly unjamming signals because I don't know. I use hindsight's video and sharpened her picture, but Justin, do you know if there is any of the neighbors? Justin, do you know if any of these neighbors support KK or Edgar? Is that what you mean? No. Okay, Bliss. Thank you. Look. Um, when did you send it? Did you text it or did you? Hold on. Oh, I got you. That's very, very interesting what you're saying here, Bliss. Very interesting. Okay, let me 1 second. Let me pull this up. And I would agree with this. This seems to be an I can see it being something like this. This is Alexis. Let me see this. And then I'll show you the wheels. Close ones. All right. Tell me what you think of this. Um, Okay. That's an Audi OL. Give me 1 second, y'all. This is interesting, Bliss. All right. I gotta pull up something. Here we go. And this is what it would look like at night. Let me show you. Yes. Here we go. Thoughts? Bliss, can you send me that video of hindsight you was talking about? Now, someone who drives a Lexus is generally, I mean, younger people are starting to drive them now, but they're generally, someone 35 and over. Lexus are very good vehicles. Yeah, I'm gonna do these pictures side by side in just a second. So now I'm gonna show you guys something else here in just a moment. Okay. Just gotta bear with me a second. To wore it better. All right, look at this. Bear with me. Okay. This is a Saab. I highly doubt it's a Saab. This is a Lincoln. This is the MKZ. There's the Porsche 911, the Audi A8L, I think it is. The Dodge is it Siraj? Is that what it is? I don't know. And then there's the Kia. I showed that. And let's see here.
Here in they do the Jeep Wrangler.
There's this one. This is the Dodge Charger. Very common car on the road. Look at this this is an old Lincoln. Don't think it's that. Definitely don't think it's that. This is the A8. Again, I don't think it's that. Don't think it's that. Don't think it's that. Now, this is the Dart. A Bugatti. Definitely don't think it's that. A 7 Sports Pack. Oh, look at this. Clutch Rider. Joined 2010. That's funny. Saturn. Don't think it's that. Saturn. Nope. Okay. So now I want to show y'all some of the stuff here. Ones look close. One second. Going through some stuff here. Y'all are sending me. I don't, in my opinion, it's not the Chrysler 200. I believe it is definitely a whole light bar because one of the lights is out. It appears, at least in my opinion. Justin got a kick out of that name. I did. I did. Yeah, something's up. All right. I'll show that one that is someone sent this to me. I mean, there needs to be a light all the way across before I could, because if the other light was working as in the video, let me show you. Just notice these two lights, right? If this light was working, I would think, well, it could be light pollution. But this light is not working. And you see red all the way across and then red here. Let me show you what I mean on that. Right? So we've got red here. It appears that the light is out here. And then again, I don't there has to be a bar here. Now this is interesting. I just noticed this. It could be just the way the
person
picture is. Well, let me go back here.
Vehicle and they have not come forward to TBI, I would encourage that person to go and they have not come forward to TBI, I would encourage that.
This is interesting to me. I wonder, you see how this is more red than this? Is there a split right here? Is there a split? You understand what I mean? That kind of divides, like a big light, a light bar, but a split, and then a light bar, and then a light. I don't know. Just something that ran through my head. The lights, that looks like a light over the plates or tag. So I will tell you this. I believe that the tag was definitely covered up in this vehicle. I also believe that they were wearing something over their head. Perhaps. But the tag lights, for sure. Could the tag light making it brighter illumination? The tag light should be right here. Right somewhere right here. And I don't see it. To me, this wheel, and it's so, it could be the angle that we're looking at or whatever, but to me, this wheel does not look like a very wide wheel. It could be, again, the angle or whatever, which makes me also believe this is a car. Could be an SUV, but more of a car, in my opinion. Let's see here. I don't know. What is this? Right at the beginning, this car I sent the still photo of is the exact car. I just sharpened it and enlarged it. Then I did a reverse image lookup. Okay, this is a Honda. I can tell you that. Someone just sent me this. And Honda is one of the most popular. I'm pretty sure. Is this a Honda? Or it might be a. Yeah, it's a Honda. I'm pretty sure it's a Honda. Look at this. I believe that's a Honda. Let me see here. Can you oh, okay. I see what hindsight's trying to say. Okay. That looks similar too. All right. Now this is what hindsight is. Can I make this bigger? This is what hindsight's talking about here. Hold on. How do I turn this music off? There we go. Okay. It's kind of what. All right, let's go to the beginning here. There's that car. That is actually right out of hindsight's video. I just sharpened and enlarged it. You will see the shadows of the white SUV. Bronco taillights. There's just, yeah, that looks nothing like it. Let me see here. This is it just depends on what kind of Bronco, but it's nothing like. Both car overlays. I don't think it's a very old car, in my opinion. But it could be. Let me show girl mom this. She wants me to humor her, she said, and show her what a Bronco looks like. It's definitely 100% not a Bronco. I'll tell you that. Not X-nay on the Bronco. If the tag is covered, that's scary. Well, it just there's someone with a Bronco in Cruella's driveway. Oh. Interesting. No, Susan. No, they can't. Justin, Google 1 5. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, that, I guess people look at that pretty often, I guess. Oh, they've got hold on a second. I guess they've went on their street. Google Earth used to not go there. Google Earth used to not go there. But they are now. It's new. Um, that's interesting. They still have that as well. That's new. It certainly is new. Hyundai. Look at that. No. No. There's a navigator. Navigator. Girl, mom, you keep up with it all, girl. Oh, look at that trailer. Hey, is that the trailer? Where'd that little trailer come from? Whose is that? Probably blurred out the license plate. It don't have a license plate on it. Why does it not got a license plate? Is that the same license plate? Yes, you can change the date, I heard. The trailer on the road. I just now noticed it. In the road. OSL, honey, be careful. It's under it? It's supposed to be either like right here, right here, right here. But there is nothing. It's a wood one that's had better days. Certainly had better days. Interesting. Hmm. Let's see here. It used to only go to right here, Google Earth. But now you can see all the way up. Stanley Steamer. Tough on dirt, gentle on carpet. Not sponsored. Not sponsored, as they say. These kids these days. Not sponsored. You want to sponsor me, Stanley? You can. You're welcome. Go back. God, what a beautiful sunny day it turned out to be here. Lord. Let's go toward the Oh, watch this, guys. Beautiful sunny day. Let's go toward Cruella's home. All right. Now we look like we're in the tribe land here. Now it's all gray and gloomy. Why, whenever we go toward their way, it gets gray and gloomy? Looks like Scar took over the Pride Land. Doom clouds. The Musty Hutch. MustyHutch.com. Just look at the silver car. Yes, Cat. I had one. I had a QX8. Actually, mine was a QX60, but the QX60s, they switched the name to QX80 in 2014 or 2016. I can't remember. So they're QX80s. What kind of backlight does the Infinity have? Thought you'd never ask. Right there. You're looking out the window. Is that a cat? No trespassing, it says. Musty Hutch. Brand new. All right, what did you want, girl mom? Did you want something else? Gloom and doom, yes. Google Earth crashed. That's why. Why different picture? That's a couple weeks ago or so. Angel, they used to not have photo, or the February 2025. So this is really recent. Really recent. Does that got a bar across it? I don't think so. Pretty sure it doesn't. What's that? Look at all the land out there. Rocks. End of sidewalk. Kind of that. Let me look at the chat. Yes, you can sort of Morta. Is Edgar's truck parked on the road? Where? Here? That area is freaky to you? No. Right here? I mean, it is giving off. I have in some issues, but no, I don't think that's his. I don't think so. I think his is a little newer than this. Hold on, his that's LT. Let me check something. I'll check something and I'll tell you if it's his. Bear with me as I pull up some documents. Okay. Is this not? Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong one. There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. His is an LT. I don't think it is. It's something. I'm looking. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. Okay. Here we go. Getting close. Getting close. Ooh. What's that? That's interesting. I never noticed that. Interesting. This page doesn't exist. Okay. This page doesn't exist. Oh, he deleted a bunch of those. Okay. I'm looking for something, guys, but it's not coming. I think he's got them deleted. All right, let me try something else. What page? Let's see. I have to go through so many pages so quick, guys. So I hate doing it live, but I want to find out. Bear with me. There's so many damn heavy. I don't know. Good God. Why is it not showing it? My space. It's why is it not? Is I see you in here? Here we go. Let me. All right, which page is it? 10 found. I might have found it like this then. Okay. I got it now. Here it is. Finally. God. (2020) 3500 LTZ. So that would not be it. His is LTZ. This is just LT. But I'm surprised they still have that one. Because I don't think that they were supposed to. Text link, definitive list of cars with light bars. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. We're down a rabbit hole, y'all. Down a rabbit hole. Oh, this is interesting. Tell me what y'all think about this. This is a Honda. Shit. Where did you send that, YouTuber? You texted it? This is a Honda Accord. I don't know. I mean, I don't see Honda Accords, going out that often. I need that sunroom for plants. Rage. You make sun wherever you are. Get some lights, darling, and do it. And by looker, I mean good match. Texted, I think you mean by texted link. I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Thank you. I got it now. I see it. All right. Are y'all ready for a definitive list? Thanks to our mod YouTuber. Give it up. I have just watched a YouTube video fixing the strip. Really? Range Rover Evoque. I think it's Evoque, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see here. Let me look at this. Okay. Let's see here. At night. Images. I don't see the strip. Oh, some of them do. Some of these Range Rovers do have it from the rear from the back. That's very interesting. They're very weird wheelbase as well, but I'll look more into this. Let me check out a 2018. I'll look at that. Thank you for that. All right. Thank you to our mod YouTuber for sending us this amazing list. She says is the ultimate. How many thumbs up do we got? Come on, y'all. The definitive list of new cars with taillight bars. You get it? Oh, yes. New cars with taillight bars. 707. Listen, if you're a troll, please hit the button. I said please. God, it's wrong. I even put my lipstick on. Kind of look pretty for y'all. Try reverse Google image, Justin. Thank you. You can at least give me just the tip. Some people are so rude these days. All right. Carrying forward. Button hitter trolls. Thank you, Detective Golden. All right. The trend began in the 80s with car manufacturers running taillights across the rear of their cars. How about that? Alfa Romeo. How do you pronounce that? Toenail. I don't like. Why does it keep repeating that? Toenail. Like a toenail. That's horrible to say that. I don't think it's that. Next, we have an Audi. Ooh. Look at that. 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 And back at that. Do you say yes or no? Thank you for this definitive list, YouTuber. And the toenail, if you will. Next one. So that's Audi A8, S8, Audi Q8, SQ8, RSQ8, Audi A7, S7, RS7. Europeans exhaust me on how they name their cars. Aston Martin Vantage. It's definitely not that, in my opinion. I don't see Edgar in an Aston Martin, and I don't see the taillights being like that. Although I do believe there will come a day where he may be in jail with a guy named Martin and being like, gosh, Martin, you know, you're a little, I asked you today, put some lotion on. Where's the baby oil? Moving forward, a Bugatti. No. Get your Bugatti out of here, Mr. Martin. Use it in a sentence. I don't think it's an aftermarket kit either. Martin, do you have any soap? Yes. Cupra. This is a negative. I believe that's an electric car. All right. Dodge. What do y'all think about the Dodge? Now, the thing about the Dodge that I am not sure. Hold on, let me shut this phone up so it just doesn't make that sound because I get so many text messages. Okay, there we go. It could be this. However, there's like 2 lights. Now, what I do find interesting about this, I mean, it could pose as 1 because of the light pollution, number 1. And this right here has a line, so they're not actually the same lights. They're actually different lights. So that is interesting to me because this would be light out. You see what I'm saying? This would be light out and this bar would still work. Do you get what I mean? The car from restaurant, the gray one, Honda Accord, in my opinion. Yes, the one from the restaurant is definitely probably Maxine. Ferrari. No. I mean, this looks. I don't even know what this looks like. 2 bumps. Ford F-150 Lightning. That's electric, and that's a no. All right. Genesis G90. That's a no. Honda Accord and Civic. Now, I think it could. Remember how I said, is there something right there that's separating the 2? Right here? It could be the emblem. But I don't see the light going out. I mean, it's possible. It could have went out in a Honda Accord or Civic. But I don't know. The white car in the driveway has a light bar. Nicole. Ma'am. Hi, Justin and Pearls. I'm late, but here. You are not late, girl. You are late. Is it humid today or is Nicole just late? I am going to be an Edgar right now and say, is Nicole late or am I just a Karen? I'm going to say not tardy. Nicole's going to say, oh, sorry, Justin, I'm late. I was planning on doing some house cleaning, but I can't find a hair tie. So I'm sure you understand that obviously nothing productive will be done. We understand, Nicole. We understand how the old white lady in the pharmacy looks at me when I'm checking out with nothing but lube and Reese cups. Don't judge me, lady. Don't judge me. You don't know me. Don't talky like you know me, because you ain't know me. Okay? So what? At least it's not baby oil, mother chickens. So, you know that look that old white lady gives you. You know that old look. She's looking over her glasses like, what? Oh, you sinner. Trying to fix my hair. It is Sunday. Oh, honey. Good Lord. There's old Edgar getting out of bed of the morning. My neck, my back, my knee bends, and his sack. I said it. I don't care. All right. But yeah, Miss Thing, don't let it happen again. Don't you be late again like that. We are portable. We are portable. We have meetings every day here. Every day. Okay? So just so you know. Watching you. I'm watching it. I sure am. All right, girl. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. Honda, Accord and Civic, Hyundai. How do they pronounce these? Ionic 5. I hate how they are doing the rears of the Hyundais. I say Hyundai. Hyundais right now. I don't like them. The interior is good. The front is good. I hate the back. It's like they're forgetting. They're ugly as shit in the back now. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Front's fine. Inside's fine. But the back, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Look dented. I don't know. I literally think communism when I see the back of these cars now. I literally think that. Like, this looks like a communist car. Like, it does. It looks like it just came flat out of China, in my opinion. I don't even know if it comes from China. I think it's, I don't know. I just think communism when I see the back. They just look awful. Where's Hyundai's made? Japan? I don't know where the hell they're made. Homogenized. Probably. Something. It's not there. All right, now this is important. Hyundai Sonata, Hyundai Tucson, Hyundai Kona, Hyundai Ioniq 5 and 6, Kia. Kia proceed. You may proceed with the Kia. Korea, I think. Okay. Well, if it was North Korea, it'd be communism. But if it's South Korea, it would not be communism. I have Ford, but do not look like of the Flex. They are going for the Cybertruck aesthetic. Well, I don't like it. I don't like it. Kia Carnival. Why are they naming in this stuff? The Carnival seems to be the only van that has adopted the light bar and probably the best looking MPV ever. Whatever that means. Kia EV6. Definitely not a Lamborghini. Okay, Lexus. Now we're talking Lexus UX, Lexus GX, LX, and TX. That would mean Texas. The latest LX GX SUV have returned with some new designs. The Lexus IS, or is, the Lucid Air. Sounds like an air fryer. The Lincoln Yes, Queen. I think I still kind of think Lincoln. Lincoln Navigator. Lincoln Corsair. Am I saying that right? It's a crossover. Corsair. Like a corsage, but a Corsair. Okay. Lincoln Zephyr. Why did they name this? Yep, Zephyr. The Z or Zephyr is a China only model. Okay, well, then that wouldn't be it. Mercedes Benz EQ models. No, it's not going to be an EQ model. Polestar 2, 3, and 4. It's not going to be a Porsche. It's not going to be a Tesla Cybertruck. Toyota. All right, let's look at these guys. This is a Prius. This is, I don't know. What do you think? Lucid Air starts at 78,000. Raymond, thank you so much. Please look up 2021 Santa Fe. You mean Santa Fe? I will. I sure will. 2021 Santa Fe rear. Okay, I'll show that in just a minute. All right, this is the Yaris. I thought Yaris used to be a little car. Is it still a little car? Or does it just look big here? What's this? Something X. See the. Ooh, what's this? The Crown? I like this. I really like this. I didn't know this. This is the Toyota Crown. I've never heard of a Crown. It's beautiful. Crown. Platinum. Oh, Toyota Crown and Prius. The Toyota Crown was the first passenger car made by Toyota in 1952 and has remained in production ever since. It has gone through many iterations and is the first model sold in North America. It is sold as 4 separate models, but the focus is on the lifted crossover like sedan. It features an LED strip on the front and the rear of the vehicle, but the rear strip is separated in the middle by the Toyota logo. It's too small. Prius. There's that. Yaris. And that. Okay. Toyota Maria. Mirai. The Mirai and the Venza. Toyota GR Yaris. That's a small car. Volkswagen ID 4 ID 5. No. Volkswagen Atlas. The Taraj and the Tegan. Volkswagen Taraj and say Torgan. Tegan. Torgan. Torag. Torag. Okay. All right. That's not a lot of different vehicles, so it's got to be one of those. Now, let's see here. At night, if I can get a picture at night of the back of this. All right, this is the 2021 Santa Fe at night that was just asked for me to send or to show it. Let me know what y'all think. Maybe if I. Uh-oh. Seems mostly like hatchbacks, you say. What do y'all think about this? Hmm. I don't know. Justin, they want to know if you're going to the interview. Oh, is he live now? Oh, it is Sunday. Yes. I want to see what he's talking about. Oh, he's doing Emily Pike. Yep. I'm going to go over to the interview room. He's on Emily Pike. I may go live after this. Did we hit our goal? Let's see. I don't know. We'll see. Hit our goal or not. So the interview room, Chris McDonough from the interview room. He's doing Emily Pike tonight. He's uh been on that. I've been live for almost 4 hours, which is a very long live for me. It's only 8 o'clock, so we still got a lot of time. Thank you guys so much. Justin, do you have Google Images from Edgar's sister? Yes, I do, Jennifer. I think so. I'm pretty sure I do. Appreciate you guys too. Much love. Do you know what vehicles Nina and her father and uncle have? Nina? Alive and hiding. What do you mean Nina? Justin, would you sing? Yes, I will sing. Whose else birthday is it? It's Marshall's birthday. Melanie. Okay. Let me pop this up. Happy birthday, Marshall and Melanie. From all of us at Clutch Them Pearls. The world is your oyster. It's up for you to find the pearls. And you found them. You're right here. From all of us, from Maryland and Clutch Them Pearls. Mm-hmm. Damn, where's it at? Hold on one second. I'm trying to take this thing off. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Marshall and Melanie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Marshall and Melanie. Hit it, Pearl. Get it? I do. I do. Happy birthday, Margaret. Not Margaret. Uh, Marshall and Melanie. I was reading Margaret's thing there. All right, everyone. Have a great The Voice of an Angel from Hell. Yes. Thank you. I do it for you guys. All right, guys. Love you all. Happy birthday. You made his night. He's smiling big. Oh, good. Thank you, Minnie. Happy he has a good birthday. All right. Thank you, DC. Thank you all. I'm going to go listen to Chris from the interview room. I'll probably go live. If I don't go live again tonight, which I probably will, then we will be definitely talking about um uh God, I can't even think. Emily Pike right now. Emily Pike, because I've got some information on that we need to talk about as well. It's a case that really disturbs me. Really, really disturbs me. Maybe tonight, Ginger. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, Ginger. You're judging me. Love you guys. Appreciate you. I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye bye.